Roll the corn. We know the truth now. Peace to God's chosen people on God's chosen land. They're taught God's chosen knowledge. Peace to the original people of the earth. The people here before the flood. Anti-Mary. Roll the corn. Hit the like button. Hit the share button. Put where you're from. And put that corn in that chat. Put where you're from. Put the corn in the chat. I love you and I'm in love with you. We know the truth now. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. I love you and I'm in love with you. Put where you're from and put the corn in the chat. Memphis, what up? Shadow 901. Shout out to Memphis. Roll the corn. Georgia, Wilmington, North Carolina, what up? Chi-Town, Alabamians, roll the corn. California, love you and I'm in love with you. North Carolina, East St. Louis, Chicago, what up? Rod, what up, brother? Bill Lynch, New York, New Jersey in the building. Juliet, South Carolina, Akira, what's up? Jay Fisher, the SIP in the building. Georgia by way of Chicago, roll the corn. I got my White Sox hat on today. I feel Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, roll the corn. JJ in Atlanta, what up? We got a Tel Avivian in the building. Bill Lynch, appreciate you, bro. Phoenix, Arizona, good energy. We got good energy this morning. We got virtuousness and good energy this morning. Roll the corn. Carl Macon, what up? What is that? North what? North Click. Roll the corn. Now, today, we're going to get into some old books. Some old books about the people who was around before the flood. Yes, we're going to go way back today to the people who were around before the flood. Where the ancient knowledge come from. Where the structure building, the agriculture come from. Who are the people here before the deluge, the antediluvian? Right? Who are these people? Who are the Atlanteans before the deluge, before the flood, the chaos happened on the planet? Who was already around with knowledge? This is what breaks the code, people. This is what breaks the code to where these people come from, right? Who is the oldest bloodline on the face of this earth? Let's see if it's Egypt. Let's see if it's Samaria. Let's see if it's America. That's what we want to see. Now, the Freemasons have studied the whole world. The Freemasons were in a quest for knowledge of the ancient culture, and they wrote books about who is the real ancient culture. That's why this is so important. These people already know who you are. They already know who you are. This is the secret. This is the secret. Roll the corn. Y'all know I like to throw in some random receipts. Random receipts. I talk a little shit before I get started. Y'all know how I roll. Stuff I just see on the daily that just don't make sense. Right? A lot of hating on our people. A lot of everybody got something to say. When our people shine and do well, everything is fake and is all of this and all of that. I hate that. Roll the coin. Let me find this receipt. I hate that. Every time my people look good, it's always, it's fake, it's this. It's too much, it's gaudy. It's too much jewelry and all of that. Roll the coin. Now look at this. Look at this, y'all. Keisha Kayor and Gucci Mane, right? Big diamonds. Keisha Kayor and Gucci Mane rocking big diamonds. Big diamonds, right? I love it. I love it. Rock the biggest diamonds. Gucci. I'm a fan. Roll the coin. Gucci, rock the biggest ice you can possibly rock. You know why? Because your ancestors pulled that shit out the ground first. Your ancestors are the one made this. What made this? Made these big rocks. Not no hunter-gatherer. So when we wear all these big rocks, that's our fucking culture. Roll the coin. Don't get mad at Gucci and Keisha. I see in the comments, they all in the comments, it's too much. It's ghetto. No, it ain't ghetto. Roll the coin. We been wearing that shit. We been putting that shit on. We been putting that shit on. We ain't just start putting that shit on. You think we just start putting this shit on? Roll the coin. People in South America and the mound builders in Egypt, these folk rocking big diamonds, big gold. These melanated people, they ain't no damn white tees. We the first ones to mine this stuff out the earth. Hell yeah, we gonna wear it today. It's still in our bloodline. Now, I'm gonna show you this. They call this Gotti. So Icy Entertainment. They want to call this Gotti. But why y'all don't say nothing about this right here? What about this shit? What about this shit right here? Y'all say nothing about that? Y'all say nothing about this $3.5 million gold chariot motherfucker riding around in a gold chariot? Ain't nobody saying shit about that. And they stole that. Oh, we love the princess. Nah, fuck that, bro. I'm sick of all this white and black and races and talking. Everything we do ghetto, everything they do is beautiful. No, bro. Fuck that. They got that from us. Roll the coin. That gold, they didn't dig that gold up. That gold was dug up by my people. They ain't dug up shit but our bodies and our jewelry and gold, and they ride around town in a $3.5 million gold chariot, and don't nobody say that's Gotti. Don't nobody say that's too much. My people rock some ice. Y'all want to talk bad about them. These motherfuckers steal gold and ride around in chariots, and y'all act like they the best thing on since sliced bread. Roll the coin. Stop going against your own people. You ain't say nothing about these hunter-gatherers. Look at this hunter-gatherer. That hunter-gatherer ain't on the piece of gold. He just driving it. Look at him. He don't own none of that shit. He a fucking do-boy for the Roman Catholic Church. You a do-boy. Roll the coin. Your people ain't pull that out the ground. Go talk about these hunter-gatherers. Instead of talking about my people, because they got on some ice. These folk rocking $5 million diamonds on crowns. It ain't even there. They stole the shit. Hope diamonds and all that. These folk got diamond worth $5 and $10 million for one of them. And y'all gonna sit there and talk about Gucci and his wife. But these motherfuckers stole your people diamonds. They wear them on crowns, and y'all out there crying and hugging on them and shit. This is the double standard of America, of the world, people. My people look good. We thugs and ghetto and stupid and they look good. They princesses and angels. No, fuck that. Roll the coin. Stop hating your own people, bro. If Gucci rock a diamond this big, I'm right there pumping that shit up. Roll the coin. Get one bigger than Princess, bigger than these folks shit. Now something else I'm studying. Now, before I get started on the lecture, I'm studying these goddamn water towers. I'm studying these water towers. What the hell is that? Ain't no water in there. I'm finna get on all bullshit for my people, bro. What is that? Y'all controlling the weather with that shit, bro. I know what y'all doing. Y'all controlling the weather with these fake ass water towers, bro. Ain't no water in there. Ain't no water in there. Where the water gonna go if this big ass weather defibrillator in the mother? y'all making tornadoes and shit with this shit, rain and shit, bro. That's what y'all doing. I got a story coming about this soon. I'm gonna start going into all this. I know a lot of shit. I just don't talk about it. I'm gonna start going into all this bullshit y'all hunter-gatherers be doing, bro. Y'all is causing tornadoes, tearing up towns with these fake ass water towers. What is the purpose of a water tower anyway? What is the purpose of a water tower? We got lakes and rivers, fresh water. Well, I want to hold some old ass water up in the sky all day. Damn, motherfucking water tower. Y'all got some type of weather control system in them things, bro. Try to throw the top on there real quick. Good picture. Good way for sending me this picture, man. Water tower my ass. Roll the coin. I got something for y'all coming soon. Now, let's get to looking. Let's get to cooking. Let's get to looking. Roll the coin. Before I get started, Scottie Pippen with your little basketball, I'm going to dribble your big ass nose. Dribble your big ass nose. Whoever you is, dude, keep my face off your videos with your basketball ass nose. Let me cross your nose over. Crosses the, roll the coin. I told y'all, whoever put my picture up on their page got to see truth. Whoever you big muffin nose ass motherfucking nigga, look, keep my picture off your page, bro. Or get up here and kick some knowledge. If y'all know the muffin man, if y'all know the fat nose muffin, the BBL nose ass muffin man, send them on over the truth. Because you got to explain this right here. I ain't your enemy, big dog. I ain't your enemy. Roll the coin. Roll the corn on. We can grow some corn on top of his nose. Half an acre nose ass. Yeah, I'm finna put pressure back on y'all. Y'all, Truth now got some. Truth now, he got a couple of followers. He ain't gonna respond. Fuck that, I'm on your ass, boy. You gotta get up here and kick some of that good knowledge you been trying to kick on your trash ass page. Going live, talking about truth. You got to get up here and eat some elite receipts. Yeah. We're going to let the people start, like, big nose dude ain't got no receipts. We don't even know your name. We're going to call you Nosy. We're just going to call you Nosy. Yeah, until you get up here on my live, I'm going to roast you every day. I don't play this shit right here, bro. Then you see the other dude do this shit? You ain't learned the first time? Now I gotta get you, Snotty Pippen. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. He a small fry, trying to talk slick, but we'll get him later. Roll the coin. The American Indians, the lost tribes of Israel. The lost tribes of Israel, the evidences. Roll the corn. This is where we're going to start. Snotty Pippin always in your live sneak dissing. Oh, let me catch you, Snotty. Oh, let me catch you, boy. Roll the corn. The Indians of Mexico. People who wore beards, right? They sacrificed fruits, fruit offerings. See that? Fruit offerings. Hebrew customs. Hebrew customs. Yeah. American Indians, Hebrew customs. Roll the corn. High priest Quetzalcoatl preach peace to man. See, they be lying about our people. He preached peace to his people. Y'all come over here with that violence. We not the hunter-gatherers. Y'all the fucking hunter-gatherers come over here with the violence. We teaching peace to man. Virtuousness. Hebrew. This is where you got it from, you hunter-gatherers. Y'all want to be like us. All over Tamari land, all over our land, we were preaching peace, speaking Hebrew derived from paleo pictographs. Roll the corn. All the way to Mexico, all the way to Florida, Mississippi, all through the Mississippi River. That's our language. That language come from the people before the flood, nigga. We were here before the flood. The flood story come from here. Little big nose dude trying to debunk me. Come on up here and talk. Ain't no debunking this. We know the truth now. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Discoveries made in America, right? Roll the corn. It was something in this line I wanted to show y'all. But they're talking about Cortez, Montezuma and Cortez, right? Smelly Spaniard, a smelly ass Spaniard. We over here melanated as hell with big gold crowns. Stud, big diamonds, big emeralds and rubies in the gold feathered crown. Spaniards walking around trying to act like they cool with us. Roll the corn. Them people ain't do shit to us. They unalive some of our people, but they couldn't kill all of us. We not extinct, nigga. Y'all ain't built like that. Y'all ain't built like that to be teaching no history that y'all extinct my people. We still here. Y'all ain't that bad. Y'all ain't no bad motherfucker like that. Roll the corn. All that old in the books, these people extinct. No, hell no. Y'all about to go extinct. That was about to happen. We get on y'all ass. Roll the corn. Y'all about to go extinct. We'll never go extinct. Y'all be acting like y'all won all these wars and stuff. Y'all ain't won shit. Y'all was over here kissing ass. Y'all was over here kissing ass. Look at him kissing ass. Look at him. Let me give you a hug, Montezuma. Let me hug you. Over here kissing ass. Roll the corn. Then y'all snuck back and tried to attack us on the back end. That's what y'all like to do. Over here kissing ass. Look. Kissing ass. Temuca Indians melanated kissing ass, bro. Y'all ain't shit. Y'all overrated. Y'all ain't hitting no shit. Y'all trash. Y'all garbage juice smoothies. Y'all was over here trying to talk. What's going on, man? Where the corn at? we want to make a deal with you guys and give us somewhere to stay. And y'all was over here doing that peacemaker shit. Then y'all come back and attack us on some backstabbing shit. I know what you hunter-gatherers do. Y'all didn't just come in busting no heads. Y'all did not just come in busting no heads, bro. Acting like y'all just busting heads, taking names. No, bro. Y'all over here kissing ass, bro. Look at him like, look, Hunter Gatherer. This is what's going on over here. Hunter Gatherer, look at that. Y'all over here kissing ass, bro. Spanish and French and all you motherfucking. Roll the corn. Then y'all come back and backstab us, bro. That's what y'all were doing. Then you came back and backstabbed us. Look. Smelly Frenchman, Indian. Instead of trying to learn what we doing, writing shit down, kissing ass, then come back and unalive us try to unalive our whole tribe later on. Y'all ain't shit, bro. Why y'all ain't pull up with the guns ablazing? Why y'all ain't pull up with the guns ablazing, bro? Y'all want to play mind game with my people. Y'all weren't really about that gangster shit. Y'all was sneaking and unaliving chiefs, putting shit in the water and hiding and sneaking and geeking. No, bro. Y'all ain't pull up this gun smoking. Y'all ain't unalive all my people. Stop it, bro. Y'all overrated. And anybody teaching this nigga's knowledge, I'm on your ass. Anybody teaching the knowledge of these people, French, Spanish, English, North African, West Africa, I'm on your ass. Cause we ain't the same. No. Everything y'all taught is colonizer shit, and I ain't with it. Roll the corn. This is our culture. Miners. Gold, rubies, emeralds, diamonds, all type of soapstone, everything. We dug this shit out the earth. We are the people here before the deluge. Watch this. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Cortez, right? Got a fruit offering, right? Tribes repeat the sacred notes. Hallelujah. Tribes repeat. Hallelujah. That's Hebrew, big dog. That's Hebrew. There ain't no motherfucking Creole. What Creole at? Huh? Hallelujah. You better go look it up. Straight from the Hebrew books everywhere. Hallelujah, hallelujah. Straight, yeah. They wasn't saying no damn, what's up, shy? No, wasn't none of that French ass shit. Take that French ass toast back over there and burn that shit up. Take your French toast, your Turkish motherfucking teachings, and your English bullshit back over there. We were saying hallelujah. That's Hebrew. You want to screenshot it? The southern tribes repeat hallelujah. It might not mean what the Christian book means to mean. It don't mean the same as the Christian book, but it showed Hebrew. Now y'all can change the name and say it mean anything y'all want to mean. But I know for one thing, it ain't no fucking other language. Stop it, bro. This why I be mad. This is what they were saying. That's Hebrew, big dog. All over the motherfucking world, that's Hebrew. Where the English at? Where the damn Creole? Where the French? Where is the Latin? I don't see it. Nowhere. All I see is Hebrew. Let's keep going. Hebrew customs. Hebrew customs? Not no fucking Creole customs. American Indian, melanated Mexicans before they got there. Hebrew customs, not Creole customs. Big dog, roll the corn. I'm gonna drive my nail all through the wood. Roll the corn. We got artifacts. They be hiding. Melanated people. Melanated people, bro. Hiding the artifacts. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. I'm about some damn Creole. You don't take that shit back to where the fuck? American Indians monuments in the Mississippi Valley. Mississippi Valley. See that? Mississippi Valley? These old books. Ancient monuments, the Mississippi Valley. Yeah. Roll the corn. Yeah. Everybody on the land was speaking some form of Hebrew. Everybody on the land got it from the base knowledge, bro. That's our knowledge over here. We took that language over there to y'all, bro. And they want to call it Semitic. Yeah, Semitic. Semitic from here. Roll the corn. Now, ancient monuments. Look at the double-headed. This the same thing coming out the sky as the Scottish Rites Freemason symbol. The double-headed eagle type mound on the ground. Look at that. Same shit. Y'all got it on the coat of arms, acting like it from over there. That shit from here, man. Stop it. The 33rd Freemason symbol is the double-headed eagle. That's where they got that from, right there. I already showed y'all it was in South America before they got it. It was in South America before they even got it, bro. The Olmecs got jade, just like this, double-headed. Now you put it on a coat of arms because you got one drop of blood. One drop of blood. Now you put it on a coat of arms, try to carry that into a nobility in Europe. No, bro. You still a half-breed motherfucker. Roll the corn. You'll get your one drop if you're a half-breed. Let's keep looking through the book. Here go the book, Mississippi Valley. Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. What is that? Louisiana. What is that? What is this mocking people on the ground? Put it in the comments. In Madison Parish, Louisiana, the Pleiades. The Pleiades. The Pleiades. Hold on. I ain't even gonna go that far. We're gonna slow it down. We're gonna slow it down. Pleiades. Let's keep going. Here we go. See that line right there? They're shooting right back to the Sun Temple, right back to Orion and Sirius mounds, off in the distance somewhere. Whole Milky Way on the ground in Louisiana. I'm going to find the red stud. Don't worry about it. Because this is the end of the star alignment. In the middle is Orion, on the other end is Sirius. They put it all on the ground. This ain't Native American culture. It's not Native American culture. This is ancient melanated people's culture. Because the Pleiades signifies spring. The alignment of the star for spring. Hunter-gatherers. Not y'all knowledge. Let's keep going. Santa Riona. Santa Riona. In the book. Looking all white. Looking all white. Santa Riona looking all white, boyish. Stop it. All in the books. Whitewashing. Here goes Santa Riona right here. This the real Santa Riona. Stop playing. See the chest plates? Arm plates? Chest plates? Arm plates? Tattoos? Where y'all hell y'all get these white people from? Where the hell y'all get these damn stale-ass crackers from? Who the fuck is that? Over there like this, looking all stupid. Who is this? We don't know these hunter gals. Get these people the fuck out of here. Roll the corn. Let's keep going. Watch this. Roll the corn. Wrecking of the continent of America. The globe became involved in consequences of a disorder or the skies. America, known as to the mystic as Atlantis. When the ruin befell, was the seat of the greatest empire that has ever existed, and its irresistible armies were terrorizing Europe and Asia. Study of American star constellations, Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricornus, reveals the immemorial antiquity of the name of Americas and the significance of the arms of the United States. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. America, Atlantis, right? Concealed the prehistoric connection between the people of ancient Egypt and of America is lifted. It will be seen that the people of the eagle on the Nile, being descended from the original people of the eagle of this continent. The twain are one, and that prehistoric America was the original Egypt, or Eagle Land. Eagle Land comes from the star constellation Aquila, people. That's why they call it the Eagle Land. The red, white, and blue stars of Aquila is the eagle. That is representation of America. Now let me show you something. Now I'm finna get deep. Roll the corn. The red, white, and blue stars, Eagle Land, they got something to do with the summer triangle, Aquila. Whoa, truth. That's what that means. I'm a bad man, bro. That's what that means right there. The red, white, and blue stars of Aquila. People coming from Mary. See that? That's what that means. That's where they got the flag from. That's where they got the flag from. This is on the walls in Egypt. This is on the walls in Egypt. Let me explain something before I keep going. Summer triangle. You have Vega, Lyra, Cygnus, and Aquila. It floats over the sun. It floats over America all summer. These three constellations, which make a triangle, the summer triangle, is Lyra, Vega. That's a god in Egypt. Deneb, Aquila, and Cygnus. Cygnus is the path of souls. Aquila is the so-called eagle. Is the eagle. That's why they call us the continent of the eagle. Because it's in the summer triangle floating over America right now. All the way to August. Look up there tonight and you're going to see it. The stars in Aquila, the stars in Aquila look like this. Yeah, these hunter-gatherers ain't came up with nothing. Oh! The stars in Aquila are red, white, and blue. Roll the motherfucking corn. This is where they get the red, white, and blue stars from. You want me to get a little deeper? Why not? You hunter-gatherer not gonna lie to my people never again. Red, blue, and white stars, the head of Aquila. You see that? You think our people ain't see that in the night sky? You think our people didn't see that in the night sky made it a red, white, and blue strips? Without? Yeah. Let me give you the name of these stars so y'all won't forget them. The red, white, and blue star is the head of the eagle in the sky. That's where the red, white, and blue American flag and the eagle come from. Roll the corn. Here they go right here. Terrazed, Altair, and Al-Shan, the head of Aquila, the eagle. Red, blue, and white star. This is a part of the summer triangle that floats over America during the summer solstice and all summer. Now let me show you the whole triangle. Let me show you the whole thing. Roll the coin. Hold on, that's the wrong receipt. Hold on. Let me show you the whole thing so you won't never forget this. Roll the coin. Aquila, you see it? Taraz, Altair, Al-Shan, the head of Aquila, red, white, and blue. I want to show it to you in the triangle, though. I think I got a receipt somewhere. I know I got a receipt somewhere. There you go. There you go. Aquila the eagle. They go the red, white, and blue stars. They go Deneb. That's a god in Egypt. Lyra is a god in Egypt too. This became the menorah of the Jewish people. Deneb is the goose, the path of souls. That's why you put the two gooses on the buildings. That's why the goose is on the Tartarian buildings. This is why the goose is on the Tartarian buildings. These people know who built this shit. This is an American constellation. Eagle Land, the goose, the harp or the menorah, Vega, Deneb, Altair, is Aquila, Lyra, and Cygnus. This our shit. Summer triangle. Don't you ever forget that. This where the knowledge come from. This don't come from no hunter that come out the sky. Let's keep going. The land of the eagle, Aquila. Watch this. Let's get back to the receipts. Aquila. Here we go. Eagle land. In the days of Peleg. The people of the eagle on the Nile being descendants from the original people of the eagle on this continent, which is Aquila in the summer triangle. Break the code, truth. Break the code, truth. Your people need it. We need it. Break the code. Now, let's go to Egypt again and look on the walls. Because you can't look over this. It's sticking out like a sore thumb. Why in the hell this over there on the wall? That's Aquila. That's the teaching of Aquila on the boat. You follow Aquila back home. Roll the coin. That's where that red, white, and blue come from. Red, white, and blue. Hold on. Let's get a little deeper. Red, white, and blue. Indians, red, blue. Yeah. Let's go look at the ones that were pouring the gold on Buddy. Let's go look at the ones that were pouring the gold on Buddy. Red and white. Red. Yeah. Yeah. We get it now. Yeah, that's our shit. Roll the coin. Let's go look at Montezuma and them. Where that shit go? Red and blue? Oh, okay, yeah. It's a whole damn culture. Whole culture. You were doing this shit all over the land, bro. And what they were speaking, truth, they resemble the Jews. What they were speaking, they resemble the Jews, huh? Roll the coin. They resemble the damn Jews? Hebrew? Oh, okay. Yeah. You see your culture now, right? Don't you see your culture? I just want to show you your culture. See that red with the blue feathers? Yeah, red, white, and blue. Yeah. Santoriana. Come on now. Stick with me. Roll with your boy. Roll with your dog. Roll the coin. Watch this. They keep going. Eagle Land, right? First born amongst continents, America has been falsely denominated the New World. Hers was the first dry land lifted out of the waters, was the first shores washed by the ocean. While Europe was represented by only islands rising here and there, America, Atlantis already stretched in an unbroken line of land from Nova Scotia to the far west. America was evidently people from the old continent because there were only 8 persons saved at the deluge. The principal part of the posterity during the whole of the first century after that event occupied the very center of Asia, right? The deluge. What's the deluge, Truth? The deluge, the great flood, often described as worldwide catastrophe. We were here before the deluge. Them other motherfuckers after the deluge. Egypt after the deluge. Samaria after the deluge. China, all this shit after the deluge, bro. Stop it. Many deluge myths depict the flood as punishment for sins and wickedness of humanity. That story in the Bible of the flood comes from Tamari. Simple. Didn't no flood happen in Samaria. Didn't no flood happen in Egypt. Egypt not older than us. Samaria not older than us. They got our flood story because we the ones built that shit. We taught y'all about the flood that happened on our ancestral land. Hunter-gatherers, roll the coin. Shit ain't hard. Let's go back. The deluge, right? North America by the Straits. Some have been bold enough to assert that America was not inundated at the deluge and that the Aborigines were antediluvians and most ancient people on the damn earth. The America was people after the deluge at the same time. We rebuilt it. We rebuilt it. We rebuilt it. Roll the coin. The grand division of Eastern and Western hemispheres through natural effect of cause from the deluge did not take place till about the century after that event. They didn't know about that shit over there till after we came over there and told them about it. That's what they trying to say. Let's go look at it a little deeper. Our water was the first place dried up on the planet. America is evidently people from the old continent. Roll the coin. There are ships having women and children on board when the deluge was going on, leaving here. See it right there? Women and children on board? That's Noah's Ark, big dog. They talking about some type of Noah's Ark. That's where the fucking story come from. Put your people on the boat, flood, go to another place. Yo, that's in the Bible. Yo, there's ancient melanated people of Tamari on that boat, going to Africa, going to the Middle East. That's when the coins start rolling over there. Yeah, we understand it now. Shit, yeah, the greatest story ever told, I'm going to break it down the right way. Greatest story ever told, we have a massive flood of deluge. We get on the boats. We take that shit over there to y'all and teach y'all some shit. Hunter-gatherers. Roll the coin. Let's keep going. The people who erected the obelisks in Egypt and covered them with hieroglyphics, who wrapped mummies, weaving them with the greatest care, knew no more about the pyramid builders than we do today. Whoa! What the hell? The people put the hieroglyphics on the pyramid, didn't build them. They was already there. Oh, shit. Oh, boy, these Egyptologists finna try to kill me now, boy. Woo, let's get deep. Let's look into that again. Hold on. The people who erected the obelisk in Egypt and covered them in hieroglyphics, who wrapped mummies with the greatest care, knew no more about the pyramid builders than we do today. The majestic, voiceless sentinels, the pyramids with heads uncovered and lifted heavenward, stood there on a broad plain, silent and dumb, no one to explain their origin. When Egyptian civilization began. Oh my God. Ain't no way we had already built that shit. Then y'all hunter-gatherers come back and act like y'all built it. Ain't no way. You dirty motherfuckers. Bro, think about this. What if our people went over there and done our thing and built them pyramids, and they ended up fighting us or something and getting that pyramid and acting like they the one built it? That's deep, bro. I'm gonna do some more research on that, bro. That's crazy right there. The Atlanteans built the pyramids. The Atlanteans are Americans. I'm gonna research this some more. Screenshot that. That's wild. If y'all didn't build them damn pyramids, I'm gonna slap every Egyptologist upside his damn head. Y'all lying like that shit was already there. Just like these white folks found the buildings over here, them hunter-gatherers found the pyramids on the night. Found it. The pyramid was founded. And keep going. The pyramids were built by Atlanteans long centuries before Egypt was a civilized country. Oh my. I'm done, bro. I'm done. I'm sick of this shit. It's too much to take in all in one day. It's too much, bro. Ain't no way we built that shit before y'all hunter-gatherers lived there. Ain't no. Come on, man. There can be no doubt the pyramids were built by Atlanteans long century before Egypt was a civilized country. Why then were they built in Egypt instead of some part of what is now America? Because Egypt is the center of the earth, and the Atlanteans, with their vast knowledge, bought the center for it will stand as long as time. Now I get it. That no one knew why the pyramids were built in the wrong conclusion, for we of the mystic order, Masonry, knew that they were built for no other purpose than for supreme initiation. Hold on, bro. The shape of the pyramid itself was one of the meanings of the initiates. The pyramid of signifies fire. Hold on. The only reason we built the pyramids on the Nile, because that is the center of the earth. That's crazy. Now, I know this from research. The Nile links up to other places in America on the 33rd parallel, right? We all know that. Egypt is on the parallel, linking up to Moundville and Poverty Point and stuff like that, going around the earth. Egypt might be the center of the earth cross. on the earth. Egypt might be the center of the galactic cross on the earth. Interesting. We're going to research that some more. We're going to research that some more. That's fire. That's fire, though. That's another way to look at this, right? Let's go into the Masonry books. Let's go into the Masonry books about the deluge. The cradle of symbolism used in all Masonry is placed by many of the best authorities in that country which they believe was first inhabited, the plateau of Tartary, and from the transmitted this generation by the sages of India, Persia, Ethiopia, and Egypt. We are not indebted to either ancient Egypt for either religion or Masonry, but to America. That's fire. That's fire in America. Rediscovered in the 15th century and repopulated in the 17th, was recovered Egypt and the promised land, or the land of the constellation of Aquila, the eagle. That's what they saying the same thing the other book said. There's two books saying the same thing. There's two books. The Great Pyramid proves to be the long sought key to the mysteries of a once mythology and the great world religions, right? It is a fact that Memphis, Egypt, in the pyramids under the guidance of the kings, the mystic rites of Masonry were worked many thousands of years ago. But at that time, Egypt and the continent of America were one and the same. Okay. Okay, let's keep going. America, when the globe became involved in consequences of the disorder in the skies, America, known as the mystic as Atlantis, right, was the seat of the greatest empire that has ever existed. Armies were terrorizing Europe and Asia. Study of the American constellation Scorpio, Sagittarius, and Capricornus reveals the antiquity of the name of the America. That's crazy. The fact once recognized that it is impossible to separate the eagle from the America, the land shadowed with wings. The land shadowed with wings, shadowed under the wings of Aquila. That's what they're talking about. The wings of Aquila, right? According appear two grand eagles, the red swan flying down the Milky Way, and the wings stead. Now, hold on. Whoa. Whoa. Eagle from America. Hold on. The Milky Way, two grand eagles. Two grand eagles. Two grand eagles. Hold on. Let me show y'all what they're talking about. Ooh, that's fire. Two grand eagles. Two grand eagles. Hold on. Let me find the receipt. Now y'all understand what I'm going to show you. Two grand eagles. It's a teaching. It comes from the summer triangle, like I just told you. They called the swan the eagle, and they called the Aquila the eagle. There's two grand eagles. That's where you get the double this from. That's where you get this from. That's where you get this from. That's what this is. The two grand eagles. Aquila and Cygnus. The two birds. You see that X? You see the small looking X going up? Roll the corn. Now, that turned into this. That turned into this. Like I just showed y'all. The two-headed eagle on the ground in Mound Farm in Wisconsin. That's what that means. The two-headed bird. Not so much an eagle, but the two-headed bird. That's where they get this from. Them people have no culture. That's where this come from. Hold on. Let me show you. Roll the corn. This is fire. This is fire. That's where you get the Scottish Rite symbol from. That's where you get this from. It's called Aquila. The double-headed eagle in Warhammer is called Aquila. What Aquila is a sacred symbol of the religious rituals. Y'all be stealing. See, I can link this shit up. I ain't gonna stir you wrong. I'm gonna link it up. I'm gonna teach you the way it's supposed to be taught. Why y'all calling this Aquila? Huh? This ain't y'all shit. This ain't y'all shit. This our shit. All that knowledge came from us. Y'all still putting the double-headed eagle on shit, using it as a coat of arms, but that shit come from Timeri of ancient stars we mapped out long time ago. That's fire right there. And it is on the Scottish Rite of the 33rd degree Freemasonry also. Y'all saw that before. They don't come from them people. They don't come from them people. They come from us. This come out the sky. I told you everything come out of astrology from our people. That's why we call it the land of the eagle. That's why I'm glad I showed y'all it said Aquila. It said Aquila, right? Roll the corn. Now, land shadowed by the wings. The course, when flowing the course of the constellations, those immovably and perpetually fastened upon America are reached. And it will appear that the while at that sublime in the historic past centers upon Egypt. All that sublime and prehistoric past centers upon, let's go back and look some more. Centers upon America, Atlantis. Concealed prehistoric connection between the people of ancient Egypt and America. The people of the eagle on the Nile descended the people of the eagle of this continent. Prehistoric America was the original Egypt, or Eagle Land. That's fire. America, Atlantis stretched from Nova Scotia to the west. America was evidently people from the old continent. Same kind of stuff in this book right here, right? From what people soever America descended, or in whatever manner the vast continent was originally furnished with human beings, and it is certain that the first inhabitants brought with them a system of mysteries which they applied to the purpose of religious worship. It wasn't religious worship, it was agriculture. See, hunter-gatherers think it was religious culture. It was really agriculture that made us mark the stars out, right? That's what that was. Let's keep going. Roll the corn. Egypt, the pyramids were built by Atlanteans long century before Egypt was a civilized country. Again, Egypt was the center of the earth, and the Atlanteans had vast knowledge and built those pyramids in the center of the earth. That's what they saying. Roll the corn. That's fire. Y'all get the screenshots of that. Let's keep going. For who we believe that those who at the incalculable cost set in action the human powers of many thousands for many years in order to construct the pyramids, which have already existed for thousands of years, could have had in the view of the short span of their own life, too short to let them see the finishing of the construction, right? It is further certain that so much science, labor, and treasure, all as were required for erecting so extraordinary and gigantic a structure, would not have been expanded by man so skillful, ingenious as the builders were, right? So they're still talking about the pyramids might have been there before them people even started civilization. That's crazy. That's crazy. Let's keep going. Now, examination of Hebrew names and places and persons, the 12 tribes of Israel pursued when they entered the promised land, bearing the 12 signs of the zodiac for their tribal emblems. Now, that's deep. That's deep. The 12 signs of the zodiac. That's why you have different birthstones that go along with a stone goes with the zodiac. Then you have birthstones. Them the same stones they put in the chest plates of the of the Hebrew, right? I got to study that a little more, but that's real deep. The tribe was after the 12 zodiacs. Then you put the stone of the zodiac with that tribe. So we're gonna look at it another way, and I'm gonna research that too. That's fire. I'm gonna research that too. Great Pyramids, we possess the connecting link between the astronomy and the geography of the ancients. That's the Milky Way, right? That's the Milky Way teachings. Long equal measurements, boundaries of zodiacal constellations, as if it should further prove to be a link between the science and the religion of the ancients, then possibly something might be discovered in the land, right? So that's why I keep telling y'all, the astrology is where the knowledge come from. Whoever came up with that astrology came up with all this earth, this science and math and earth knowledge of our people. Let's keep going. Christians derive from these mysteries. The fact is mentioned here in order to show the deep foundation of glyphics of Masonry. Okay. Hold on, roll the coin. Foundation of glyphics of Masonry. Okay. Hold on, roll the coin. King Solomon's temple. Give me a two. 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 Y'all hear me? King Solomon's temple is taken as a symbol. The building and the restoration of the temple at Jerusalem are dramatically represented in the work of the lodge and in the ceremony of initiation by a play upon words. A play upon words. That's what these secret society people do. They play upon words and parody of events and apply to the candidate with warning and encouragement as the drama unfolds. The symbolism is fitted to ideal relations rather than the actual existences of historical events. Sol Oman represents the name of a deity in 3 different languages. This is where English started to come in at. When you put all these damn languages together and make a word. See what I'm saying? Message. Message. This is where the hunter-gatherers claim they language come from. Y'all play on words. Y'all put all these different languages together for one word. Solomon is 3 different languages. See, that's why I tell y'all to watch these hunter-gatherers try to teach, bro. This is what they do. They still doing the same shit these Freemasons were doing. Now y'all be trying to figure out who the agents is. This how you figure out who agents is. If you want to tell me a language got 3 different languages in it, is my original language, that is Masonry teachings. Now you see why I cracked that dude. See what I said to dude? It's trickery, people. It's a play on words. Word play. 16 bars of bullshit. You see it? What is Creole? Different languages put together. See, the ancestors, I don't even be looking for this shit. But the ancestors gonna give it to me to show y'all how many enemies we really have with trickery, bro. I wasn't even looking for that receipt. I'm going through the deluge. But the ancestors gonna drop it right in my lap. And they gonna explain it to you better than I can. I'm just the mediator between it. That's it. It's a play upon words. Solomon represents the name of a deity in 3 different languages. And the biblical history of the allegory, myth of the sun god. There is no reliable history of the construction of any such temple at Jerusalem. Whoa! And recent explorations and measurements have greatly altered the dimensions as heretofore given. The real temple referred from first to last in Masonry, as in all ancient initiations, is the tabernacle of the human soul. Now, most of the knowledge is talking about the human soul, right? But this is what the hunter-gatherers do. They play upon words and use different languages put together and say it's your original language when it's not. I knew it was the reason I said what I said. I felt it in my spirit that this shit was wrong before I even found receipts, right? Now what is this language that these people tell us is the original language? How many different languages is in their language, people? Put it in the chat. How many different languages is in the language that people are telling us is the original language? How many? 5? 3? A lot? Now, that is a play upon words of different languages. Masonry. That nigga might be a Freemason. Y'all ever thought about that? That's a Freemason teaching. These the people y'all want to teach my fucking history. These not the people, bro. All that playing on words all day in your life. Choctaw. Choctaw is Creole. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. You a damn lie. The truth ain't in you. Roll the corn. Choctaw is in the Bible, nigga. That's before anybody had them damn languages over there. Choctaw old word, nigga. They play upon words. They play with your intelligence. That is Masonry. Y'all feel me now? Truth now, you gotta unite with everybody. No, I don't. I don't have to unite with these niggas. I'm not uniting with nobody teaching my people this shit, bro. I'm not here to unite with everybody. I'm here to unite with people who are aligned with what I'm talking about, bro. That's our problem, bro. We always screaming unity. We not unifying with everybody no more, bro. Let me show y'all something. That's why I got these receipts already loaded up, bro. We not unifying with y'all teaching that shit, bro. Just because you melanated, you teaching the same shit he teaching. We not unifying with that shit no more. Just because you melanated do not mean you my people. Your culture different. We not unifying with y'all no more, bro. We don't want to talk to y'all no more. Y'all lie too much. Right? Making up history. We don't matter if you're melanated. That shit don't matter the truth. You could be blacker than the bottom of my damn shoe. It don't matter. Shit don't matter to me. Roll the coin. Because y'all liars, manipulators, word players, trickery. You're playing games. You're playing with a real Mississippian intelligence. See, you can fool a hunter-gatherer. You can't fool the real Mississippi bloodline, bro. We were here before a motherfucker ever got over to the islands. Rolling corn, speaking good Hebrew. See what I'm saying? See the difference? A play upon words. That's what y'all like to do. Y'all wordsmen, y'all wordsmith. That's all y'all is. Some wordsmiths. That's all y'all is, bro. Playing upon words. Roll the coin. Now, where was I? Before I was rudely interrupted with the play upon words. Them people said Jerusalem ain't even got no real temples. I told y'all, ain't nothing but a mound over there, bro. Ain't nothing but a mound our people built over there. Y'all built on top of it. Ain't even no real big temples over there. Ain't the promised land. Roll the corn, man. A play upon words. Ain't even no real shit over there. That's a spiritual temple. They keep going, man. These people crazy. Let's keep it going. It was something I want to show y'all. Harem Christos. Harem is Christos. Harem is Christos, right? Jesus and the God of the Freemasons, Harem. Harem is the God of the Freemasons. He the same as Christos. Let me show you. Let me show you. Harem is just like Osiris, Mithras of the Persians, Bacchus of the Greeks, Atis of I don't even know what the hell that is. Roll the coin. Of which those people celebrated the passion of Christ, death and resurrection as Christians celebrate today as Jesus Christ. Harem. 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 Legend often linked to Egyptian myth Osiris. Harem is the legend which details Harem's murder and subsequent symbolic resurrection in Freemasonry. It's seen as an adaptation of the Osiris myth. The Freemasons got their shit from Osiris melanated people's deities. That's where they got it from. Roll the corn. You see what's going on? Now let me get deep. Off top of my head, freestyling. I'm freestyling now. I'm freestyling because there's things I just know. Okay. The Freemasons, the Persians, the Christians, and the Greeks got the same God. coming from Osiris, right? Osiris come from the star constellation we created for agriculture. You damn hunter-gatherers. Sirius, Osiris, Pleiades come from teachings of agriculture. When those stars align, it's harvest time. Y'all took them stars and made them into deities. Because Osiris, where you at? Right there is Orion's belt. Osiris is Orion's belt. Osiris is the father of Haru, right? Haru is Sirius. The Pleiades is the mother goddess. The seven sisters. Our people created a story about the star alignment for agriculture, and hunter-gatherers took it and turned it into modern day religion. Don't you see the pattern? That's what happened. And Freemasons is still running around here acting like they got all the knowledge. No, big dog. That hand-me-down ass knowledge y'all got. I want to tear one of y'all head off too. Point me to a Freemason. Sick of y'all too, bro. Point me to a Hebrew Israelite, a Freemason. Point me to all these people. Because our people don't come from no Israel, bro. Israel ain't even got no real temples over there. How the hell we come from there? The book steady telling you we ain't got no temples. Ain't no temples in Israel. And they meant that shit. Because they looked all over it for it. You think these hunter-gatherers ain't look for the truth? They look for the truth, big dog. They all over the world looking for the truth. They are all over the world looking for the truth. Now, let me show y'all something. Let me teach you. Sirius is Haru. Ra is the sun. The sun over here, Ra. Sirius, Haru. Orion is Osiris, the Pleiades, and all that. The womb, the ecliptic circle in the womb of the Pleiades, Hyades, and Taurus is the womb. They're associated with the woman's womb, the creator, the heavens. That's the Ankh cross, people. This was founded from agriculture. Because when all of this align up with the sun, it's the spring equinox or the summer solstice. So this is where the knowledge come from. Our people with agriculture. Now this became, like I said, this became all type of deities. This became heaven right here. This is the loop on the Ankh. This is the T on the Ankh. Regal and Betelgeuse, Orion and Sirius makes the T. This is the womb or the ecliptic loop. That's why you got that Ankh in your hand. This ancient knowledge of agriculture. That's why we celebrate it when they're aligned in the sky during the spring and the summer solstice. That's why the Pleiades on the ground in America. Right? This became Jesus, Sirius, Osiris, Mother Goddess, the Holy Trinity. The Holy Trinity, Haru, Osiris, and Isis. That's the Holy Trinity right there. That became Jesus, God, and the Virgin Mary. Don't you see the pattern? It went through history, and melanated Europeans started teaching melanated mythology with melanated people as Jesus. right? Then the YT guy turned Sirius into a white Haru, a white Jesus. Jesus was born in a manger. Sirius comes from a star constellation of Cancer in a manger in the sky. Look it up. Now you see where everything come from? That's why people still connected to their story. Because we created the star alignment for the story to even exist. Right? Now, Egypt is aligned the same way this is aligned, people. Everything you see from here to here to here to here to here to here, from here to here, is on the ground in Egypt. Same way the Mississippi, this is on the ground in mound form. Now you see what's going on. The same layout of pyramids on the Nile is the same layout of mounds on the Mississippi. The pyramids are 5,500 years old. That's what they say. The mounds are over 10,000 years old. Who created the knowledge? The mound builders of North America created the knowledge. Roll the corn. That's why I teach it the way I teach it, because I know better. The mounds are aligned first. That's when the knowledge got created with the earth mounds. And the people who went around the world and taught that became Hebrews and Atlanteans. Same type of teaching, right? We were speaking Paleo-Hebrew. All of it go together, people. The story has unfolded to the truth, right? We mapped out the summer triangle with the eagle and Cygnus and Lyra. We done that, right? Now, Egypt is important. Don't think Egypt is not important. Egypt is very important because the knowledge is still there. It just evolved. This is the bottom of Egypt. Albassar, aligned with the Pleiades star system. This is the bottom of Egypt. Sun Temple, Pleiades. This is the end of the star alignment I just showed y'all, right? You see it? Do you see it? Now in America, we have hundreds of these aligned the same way. Egypt got one alignment like that with the pyramids. In America, we have hundreds of this harvest alignment on the ground, people. Hundreds of them. The Mayans done it. The Olmecs done it. The Mississippian done it. Everybody done it. Roll the corn. Watch this. Everybody done it. Cahokia. Pleiades. Winterville Mounds in Mississippi. Pleiades. The mounds in North Florida. Pleiades. Ohio. Pleiades. You tore down the rest of the mounds so we couldn't put the whole alignment together. But the Pleiades mounds are still there. Right? What, June 30th? Winterville, Mississippi. Pleiades. See that? Y'all get it now? You see it? Do you see it? Do you see it? But our culture is way older. Because the mounds are way older than the pyramids, right? Let's keep looking. Spiral mounds in Ohio, Pleiades. You see it? You starting to understand it now? That's the truth, people. That is the truth. Now, the bloodline of the melanated Southeastern Indian came from the ancient culture before the flood. The bloodline was still on the land in America. We talking well over thousands, unlimited thousands of years. The bloodline never left the southeast of America. We planted all them crop fields, built all them houses. We built all them reservoirs and canals and ditches for water to flow. We irrigated the Mississippi. We built mounds all from Texas to the Midwest, all the way to Florida and Carolina and Virginia. Our ancient ancestors created tobacco, corn, cotton on this land. Everybody was eating. England was starving. Spain was starving. Europe was starving. We was over here having celebrations. We were having celebrations for the harvest. Watch this. Hold on, let me find a receipt. Hold on. Hold on. Let me find a receipt. It's a bunch of whitewashing going on, but we'll be all right. We'll be all right. Bunch of whitewashing. Roll the corn. Where that receipt at? Well, it said late February. Late February. Roll the corn. Hold on. I'll get my t-shirts together. Hold on. Where is their receipt? It's in here somewhere. Santa Riona. See it? You see them photos of that kissing ass? You see it? See the Spaniards come back and try to hurt us on the back end? I can't find the receipt, y'all. But when I do the research, the middle of February to the end of February, all the tribes had a festival. That's when all them stars are lining up. I just showed you. We started planting the crops. Then we had a festival, right? Some people call it the Green Corn Festival. And that's where Mardi Gras comes from. That's where Mardi Gras comes from. It don't come from no French people. It was already getting done all over the land. This is our, you know. Now, May Day is their shit. May Day is theirs. But February, Mardi Gras, that's our shit. May Day pagan, really. May Day is about the green man. Rejuvenation of the green man. That's really Osiris teachings. It come from Osiris, but they took it and made it pagan, right? But this is what the green man, the green vegetation of the earth, May Day. It made it pagan. But Mardi Gras is indigenous to the land. It went on all over the South, all over the Midwest, all over where all our people was in ancient times, right? And it comes from the sowing of the seed. The sowing of the seed. The stars align. We watch it in the morning because Some of those stars come out right before the sun comes out. So we up early in the morning. We watch it, the ecliptic loop of Pleiades, Hyades, and Taurus. Then when that goes down, the Sirius star rises in front of the sun, the morning star. Then we start planting the crops for the spring. When we got through planting the crops for the spring, we celebrated in the streets. That's Mardi Gras. That's where they come from. They don't come from no Frenchmen. Egypt done the same thing. Samaria done the same thing, people. They try to make like these cultures are not connected. They all doing the same thing. Building mounds, celebrating the spring and the summer. Same teachings. But the oldest teachings on the face of the earth come from the Mississippi River. Mound builders. They created astrology. Any questions, hop in the chat. Any questions, hop in the chat. Hop in the chat. Hop in the chat. I know Central America and South America celebrate Mardi Gras also because we all have the same culture. We all have the same culture all over the land. How can we learn about the oldest teachings? You got to put agriculture in there. Amani Chosen, start researching the summer solstice for agriculture, the spring equinox for agriculture, not for enlightenment knowledge, for agriculture knowledge. It became enlightenment knowledge, right? The old mix were putting corn on their third eye. Old mix put corn on their third eye because in the summer solstice is harvest time for the crops, and they use corn as their god, the corn god, the maize god, because it harvested during the summer solstice. So that is the alignment of the star alignment for the harvest. Then you use an indigenous made crop as the deity or the corn or the maize god. Then that turned into all, stories, all these other stories around the world. Same star alignment, same teaching, but we were calling him the maize god. Then 1,000 years later, he Jesus. See what I'm saying? It's just a play on words. Is regenerating information through cultures, but that culture came from here. Any questions, hop in the guest box. And that's why I like to show y'all, they say North American Indians had to go to the other lands that were not planted. Those are the Hebrews. Other lands that are not planted. You have a covenant with nature to go to another land that's not planted and plant crops on another land to feed people on the planet. But we were smarter than everybody else. We had already mapped out the stars and agriculture. And they turned that into gods and deities and mythology about people, right? Ancestral spark a lot. You got a question or a quick comment?
Peace.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Okay. Hey, check this out.
Yeah.
I've been one that's been actually spreading or propagating this information. You being at the head, of course, and I always give credit where it's due. What I have been encountering is a lot of people who have paid for their education, they have a strong, strong case of cognitive dissonance, right? Because of the 60-40 rule, which was when we were coming up, if it was 60% children of color in the school, they would have 40% white teachers, because that was their way of implementing superiority complex. Okay. So what I did this thing in reverse by me entering the information that I had received from you, and of course the independent studies and whatnot, right? When I encounter, and this is what I've been doing, like last weekend, a lot of relatives, this, that, and the other. So I said, this is a good time because they have children that are from our descendants, or we're the descendants from those. And I know these children are somewhat aware of what's going on. So this is what I did. In the book, Ancient America by Graham Hancock, it's called America Before, the Key to Earth's Lost Civilization. I know you're familiar with this, but most of our people probably in the audience are not. I just want to read just a couple of paragraphs from Turtle Island, where he confirms. He says, "It is my case in this book that we do indeed find such a descendant civilization in the Mississippi Valley, and that, like ancient Egypt, it carries the DNA of a civilization of remote prehistory. At sites such as Cahokia and Moundville, and 1,000 years earlier at Newark and High Bank, and 1,000 years before that at Poverty Point, and again 2,000 years before that at Watson Break. We are the same sky ground geometrical and astronomical system at work, with origins that keep on recording deeper and deeper into the past until the trail fades from view around." And he's saying 8,000 years, but we know it's way older than that.
Yeah.
Okay. In the case of the older sites in this continuum, despite earlier evidence of a special place granted to the constellation Orion across North America, there is insufficient information for us to be sure of the afterlife beliefs of the people who made them, and whether they were linked to the path of souls complex that we find so amply demonstrated in later sites. But the fact such beliefs are confirmed at Cahokia and Moundville and other relatively recent Mississippi sites, where the archaeological evidence can be enriched with ethnographic data, and the fact that they are also strongly implicated in Hopewell and Adena sites such as Newark, High Bank, and Serpent Mound, suggests strongly that the same cultural package of sky ground geometry and astronomy linked to the same act of beliefs about the afterlife journey of the soul is likely to have been at work from the beginning to the end of the mound building enterprise in North America. Yeah, that part.
That's it.
And like I said, when it comes to a melanated person dispersing this information, yeah, they're gonna be feeling some kind of way, because we don't supposed to have this. We don't supposed to know this. You know what I'm saying? Brother, again, I'm gonna give you your flowers. I love you. I love everything about you, everything that you're doing. Keep doing this shit, man, because we're gonna triumph. We're gonna triumph. Yeah. Just like the young children that I read some of this book to, and they took the book and I had to find it before I left. They had the book and they was reading it. Exactly. I'm telling you, man, this is what's happening, man. The circadian rhythm of this planet right here is increasing, and those who were last, we are now going to be first. Period. I love you. Peace out.
Bro. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, bro. I really appreciate it. Y'all follow Ancestral Sparks of Light. That book he speak of is very powerful because he talks about the Mississippian and the connection with Egyptians, right? It's a powerful book. Everything he just said out that book, they know it's true. They said 8,000 BC. I saw a couple other references say 8,000 BC, but I know the mounds in Louisiana are at 10,000 BC, 11,000 BC. So you can add a couple more thousand years to that. It might be older than that, but 8 and 11,000 is way older than Egypt and Mesopotamia. So it still proves the point that our people was already here aligning these mounds with stars and growing vast agriculture before any other culture was doing it. They try to say it's Samaria and all of that, but it's not. Not the first people. Right. Neil Lee, let me get a question and a comment real quick. Get a couple more people in here. No, y'all. Tia, let me get a question in the comment. Appreciate you. I appreciate you.
Good morning. I just want to say that I really appreciate what you're saying today, and that my soul resonates with what you're saying, and I appreciate you so much. So you do definitely have a new follower,
Thank you.
and thank you so much. I had wanted to touch on something, but I'm a little nervous right now, so I'm gonna let you finish, and then maybe I'll join back again. Okay?
Okay. All right.
Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. Y'all follow Tia. Follow Tia. Follow Tia. Follow Tia.
Thank you.
Follow Tia. Let me see. Teresa. Let me get one question real quick. One comment. Hello? Wasn't ready. Boss Man 2. You got a question or a comment? Yo. Sir. Question, comment?
What's going on, brother?
What's up, bro?
Hey, man, I appreciate your
Thank you,
content, man. And listen, brother, you say you from Mississippi?
Yeah, I'm from Jackson.
Jackson, Mississippi? Man, I got some people in Baldwin, Mississippi, man. My folks from Baldwin.
I know exactly what.
Man, I like your content. How can I get your information? Do you sell your information, or do you give your information? How you do it?
Go to my YouTube. I do the long form information on YouTube.
We know the truth on YouTube.
Yeah, we know the truth on YouTube. Subscribe to it and check me out on there, bro.
Okay, man. I appreciate it, man. I just wanted to let you know, man, my people from Baldwin, Mississippi, man. And
I know exactly. I've been there a couple of times. That's what's up.
You know, a couple of years ago they had this thing where they was saying that they was going to give reparation.
Yeah.
And they had us coming down to the Mississippi, man, to register and all that. Was you down there at that time?
I wasn't down there at that time.
It was about 3 years, man. About 3 or 4 years ago.
Yeah, I had moved to Georgia.
Oh, okay.
But I heard about family members going and talking about that.
Yeah, man. I don't know whatever came about that though. They never did get back in contact with us, though. Yeah. I don't know what happened, man. You got so many scammers out here, man. It's pathetic, bro. But I appreciate you, man.
Exactly.
I appreciate you.
Bro. No doubt. Subscribe to the YouTube, though. Get on there. I got you. Holla at me, brother.
All right, I got you.
Right. Y'all follow us here. Follow us here. Follow us here. Follow us here.
Thank you, man.
If y'all, no doubt, appreciate you, bro. If I got some old videos on there with some gems in it, man. Y'all go back and check out some of that stuff. I'm kind of more on the back end of the knowledge right at this point, but when I was first starting out, I was starting out with like the first teachings of like different aspects of this stuff, and I want y'all to kind of go through the journey with me, and because you can build up the knowledge at the same time, and then kind of get up to speed. Because right now we're kind of at the point to where we civilized the whole world. At first, we were just trying to show it was melanated people or Indians in Tamari, but it got way deeper and way stronger with the information. Appreciate that. Now, who was in here at first? Let me see. Luke, man, you got a quick question, quick comment.
Yo, peace and blessings to you, bro.
Oh, thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yo, I've been enjoying your content, and I just wanted to add something, and not add anything, but I just made the comment of the connection with the July 4th and reference to these 12 tribes, and the connection with the 13 colonies and with the Declaration of Independence of July 4th because of the Sirius. I'm sorry if it so seems scattered, but on our dollar bill, we have these 13 all over the dollar bill. And so then if we understanding these things about the like the disciples and Jesus mean equaling up to be the 13. And so what we dealing with in Independence Day, when you have Independence Day all around the world, so many people have independence, but the marking is because of this serious rising. And so, and I'm saying, like, now when you start talking about these pyramids, like the pyramids that's built in Egypt, what we call in Egypt now, and how they align with the Orion's belt, and how they around this time they usually rise with the sun in the summer solstice. But anyway, I'm just saying it's some of these connections that I've been putting together through listening to some of your things. You know what I mean? Because some of this stuff I didn't know before. And so,
It's called the Helixual Rising. Helixual Rising.
yes.
The reason July 4th is July 4th, it has something to do with what I was just talking about earlier. It has to do with the star constellation of Aquila. So around early July, Aquila is at the lowest. I think it's the lowest point in the sky. You can see it real good. So that goes along with the red, white, and blue, the flag, the independence, all that, the eagle, and all of that. Research the star Aquila in the summer triangle over America in the summer. That's why they put the 4th of July in the middle of the summer like that, because it has something to do with Aquila, the American eagle bird that flies over the sky in the summer. So check that out with that too. You can it all come together there.
No, I appreciate you. And again, I will do that, man. But salutes to you and everybody else, all right?
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate you a lot, bro.
All right, then, peace, man.
Right, y'all follow Luke, man. Follow Luke, man. Follow Luke, man. Yeah, Aquila has a lot to do with the 4th. A lot to do with the 4th. Let me see. The troll. What you got to say? Got a question or a comment?
Yes. You can
Yeah,
hear me?
yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, when I was young or whatnot, like my grandmother always told us that we weren't African or whatnot. We was raised like that whenever we lived up the land. Never did go to grocery stores, whatever. But my question is for you today is they say we from Africa or whatnot, but on applications they got African American or Black American, and on the other person they got American by their name on applications as Native Americans. So I tell everybody, why do they have the truth in plain sight?
Well, why do they have pause it for a minute? Like, pause your mic for a minute.
Okay, hold on.
So you saying why do they have like Black American and African American on the job?
Yeah, like on the job applications.
Black American is a misnomer also, right? African American is a misnomer. And Native American is a whole other people, right? So only thing they really have on there is misnomers. You can either be Black American or you can be African American. Either one is like you're dead in the law's eye, right? Like you're not a real human, you're not a real being. So only thing you can do with that right now is go other and put down, what you are a part of. But they try to put you in those boxes, but you really are not none of those people.
Yeah. And the question was like why did what gives me why I don't say white American and nobody else American? You see
Why
what
does
I'm
it say
saying? Like
white
Chinese
American?
American. Yeah, you see, and that's what I tell everybody. I say they have the truth in plain sight on us.
Yeah,
Because if we wasn't American, why would they put that beside our nationality?
you're
They
right.
can't do it to the white Americans and the Chinese Americans. You see what I'm saying?
You're right. You break it up a lot, but I can't really.
Oh no, I'm driving my truck. I'm out here in Western
Okay.
Nebraska, man, from Louisiana.
All right, troll. Listen to this. Listen to this. They want to make us call ourselves a thing that is not a part of nothing. You're just a number. You're just a social security number, something to claim a loan on, or property of the corporation, things like that, right? So that's why they use those terms. Those terms ain't got nothing to do with us, none of them. White American is people born on this land from other countries, and they became white Americans, but they're not from here. So that paperwork is set up for people to sign up and sign their name under something that they are really not. Yeah, that's what that is about. A king the song. Let me get a question or a comment. Yo. Chief Mimi. Let me get a question or a comment.
Greetings, greetings. How are you? Shalom.
How you doing?
I'm doing well.
Thank you.
I saw you a couple of times and I'm so excited about your work.
Thank you.
I'm
Thank you. Thank you.
really, really excited. Although I'm chief of an confederacy, before I became chief of a confederacy, I'm still the imam to some Israel nations, but it's very hard for them to understand that we are both.
Mm-hmm.
I've always known that we are both, and I get a lot of flack for it. But I did, before I go into that, I wanted to give you something or say something to you that I've been learning from the Most High,
Okay.
which is that where we're coming into this time of separation and that we are indeed being separated. That's what is the wheat and the tear. And we have grown up together with not only whites, but whiteys, sorry, but also with those who look like us that are not us. But
Mm-hmm.
that separation is here. And also, one of the reasons I look into our ancestral timeline because they know the timeline. That's they think they're prophesying, but actually, what they've done is look into the timeline that's written in the stars, and so they know they
Yeah.
knew when we would rise from the deep.
Exactly.
They also know that those bones are coming to life, and they also, or dry bones, I should say, and they also know that we are, and this is a tricky one for even other people, that we are the Messiah. Now, I say that as a 74-year-old woman because I grew up as an Indian. I've always known who I am, and I've had my
Right.
uncle from my grandfather's land, one of the cotton farmers of this
Mm-hmm.
land. They were very staunch in making sure that my uncle came up north to keep us knowing who we were. Now, here's another thing I want to tell people that's important about the laws that we are, or so-called laws, because these acts aren't really laws. They are not allowed to make any laws that says Indian at all. The Constitution assures that in Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3. But also the reason why they don't read Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3, because they know that is our way out of the beast, where the Bible says, or it is written, that all will take the mark. Well, we have taken the mark, but what they don't want us to know is that we have a way out of the mark. And I do teach that. These are very difficult things to teach.
You said that is Article what now? Because people are asking about it in the chat.
It's Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3. This is where they give who's to be taxed. And it says excluding Indians, not taxed, meaning so many different things. We're not to be taxed. And what tax means is we're not to be molested, handled, under
I just put it
police.
in the chat, y'all. Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3, right?
Yes, yes. Our ancestors wrote that into the Constitution. One of the things that I do in the research is I try to find out exactly what is true. And I go back into their archives because, of course, they've hidden ours. But when I go back into theirs, I can decipher what we must have done. And so even the president at that time, when the Constitution was being written, admitted they couldn't write one. And the reason they can't write a constitution is because it's a constellational process. And it has to be from the people who actually are come from the cosmic sources. So they can't, no one can write constitutions except for us.
Just for the people of the land.
So I'm just trying to give a little information as to where we are. Of course, I know you know, and I'm not. I don't want you to think, oh, I'm here to try to
No,
teach you anything. I'm really excited
I can
about,
learn something from you. It's gonna come on.
but it's really important that we look at Article 1, Section 2, Clause 3. The Most High had me to put this together so that we could all come together under that and no longer be under the long arm of the forum. That is the birth certificate, the driver's license, the all the things that my ancestors didn't have when they came up north. I'm the first of my generation to get that. So I know there was a time that they didn't need that to travel. And also they tell you that we came up north because of Jim Crow. That is not true. And I have proof that it's not true. We came up north because it's a ritual and a ceremony to let the land rest. And that is when we party.
It's a ritual, a ceremony that the land rests after what, 7 years?
Yep.
You know that's Hebrew, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. That's what we were doing. And I understand now why they want to get rid of those my age, because I've got ancestral knowledge that came from the voice of my ancestors, my uncles, my aunts, my grandmother, my mother who brought cotton, and so on and so forth. So a lot of what I speak about is empirical knowledge. So it's not.
Well, let me ask you a question or two. Okay, our ancestors' everyday life became Hebrew teachings. Did you say that's correct?
It was.
And
And
did that travel from here to other places?
we traveled all over the world. A lot of people don't know that our primary World Trade Center was right off the port of Spain. That is also America. Now, if I say that, people will go, no, it's not. But uh, Antarctica is America. Haiti is
Speaking
America.
of, okay, in Spain they got those ancient cave, not a cave, but like ancient mounds you can walk in with the corn wall.
Those are us. That's America.
That's us. Yeah, I researched it.
Yeah. Well, I didn't research it. I get
Yeah.
most of my information from the Most High, and a lot of times I don't speak on it because I just go by what I'm told. I'm one of those who gets told, and then I go research it.
See,
Or
my great grandmother told me a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff I figured out on my own. Because once you learn the real culture, no matter where you see it, you understand who are those people.
one of the things too that we need to know in this separation, the reason why Italy is underwater and what's happening to China and many of those other places because
Mhm.
they have whittled the Aborigines down so bad that us being the flora and the fauna, there's
Yeah,
nothing keeping it together. They're really don't they understand what they've done, but a lot of us don't understand that we have to be on this planet and nothing will exist without us.
yeah. You know something I read that what you just said that was very interesting. Our ancestors mapped out lands that could not be flooded. They mapped out high land and they knew certain areas of these places were flooded and bad things that happened to people. And a lot of America has a lot of high land that was built long time ago. And a lot of these other countries in Europe don't have that highland. So when some type of flood comes, it just ravishes the whole country. And that comes from Earth nature knowledge. You know, that's
Hmm.
how it go. And it's still happening today. That's why Italy. They say Italy is just low. It's not. It was never cultivated
Hmm.
to withstand a water source coming in that city.
And China, it's happening
Mhm.
to them, and
Mhm.
many other places. But I'd like to know more about the highlands. I'm going to list you. I would like for you to put me on your um, list of a notify me. I'm
Got you.
so interested. I'm so excited about what you're
I'm
teaching.
following you back right now. I got
I'm so excited about it. I'm just, man, I'm excited. Thank you so much for your work
you.
and sharing it.
Great talking to you.
All right. Thank you.
Y'all follow Chief Mimi. I just followed you back.
Thank you.
Um, I love talking to people like Miss Mimi right there because um that was powerful when she said that we left the South because of the to let the fields rest. That is amazing because that is straight from a Hebrew. Straight, you let the field rest for a year after 7 years. That is amazing. Like people don't know about that. See, and when I show these people in the South saying things like that, and they're saying things like grasshoppers and locusts eat your crop from the east and all of that go along with stuff like that. That is Hebrew teachings. Why are so-called people brought here from Africa that know this type of stuff? Right? Where did it come from? Like how did they get knowledgeable of that information? It's not no West African teaching. It's an ancient Hebrew teaching. Um, and she said she was 74. Yeah, she done met some people who know some things. Roll the corn. Shout out to Chief Mimi. Um, but if you listen closely to people who have been around a while, they might not know. Like I know some older cats that know that type of stuff, but they don't know where it come from. They just know it was just passed down to them through their people or whatever, right? But when you research it, it's real. It's a real ancient culture that was teaching it, going all through history on this land, and we still got the knowledge of that today, right? So that was amazing. I appreciate that, Chief Mimi. Roll the corn. If y'all ain't subscribed to my YouTube, go subscribe to my YouTube. Also, you can catch the lives if you missed the first part of the live. The link is in my bio. Is We Know the Truth Now with the same red logo. I want to say something before I get out of here. Like I say, our people are waking up. We're understanding where these things come from. We're understanding what the stars' role played. We understand what agriculture played. We understand what our copper color, reddish race of people is the oldest people on the face of the earth. We understand that they were called all these different things moving around the world. And I want y'all to take that and empower yourself. Empower yourself with that. They beat us down and make us not empower ourselves with the greatness of our people. They want us to just think our people were dumb and stupid and slow and never did nothing great for the earth. We were slaves and we were packed up under the bottom of ships. That's not our history. It's not our history, right? Our history look like this. Our history look like this, right? Roll the coin. That's not our history. Our history look like this. This is a descendant of the Mississippian culture who became an American Indian. By this time, we had already mastered the stars. This is a depiction from the 1500s. We had already mastered the star. We had already mastered ancient mining of copper and gold and emeralds and limestone and granite. We had already mastered all of that. This is not a slave under a boat, people. This is not an African slave. This is a Tamarican Indian. Y'all can call it whatever y'all want to call it, Indios, whatever. But on the back end of mound building, it was simple. These are the bloodlines of the people who taught the highest knowledge on the face of the earth. Roll the coin. So I don't want our people to always think we just are descendants from somebody's slave getting hit with a whip. Them indigenous people getting hit with a whip. Roll the coin. Them people get hit with the whip from here. Prisoners of war on their own land. How do you think they run the plantation so good? They always ran the fields good. And the small number of Africans that came in the 1600 was mixed in with 95% indigenous people. So that shit don't even matter. Don't even matter. They took away the way we look at our people. We just killing a nigga now. Just kill a nigga. That's how we look at it. But you killing a king, a queen, a chief. You killing the people who created everything godly in nature. We got to stop doing that. They want us to look at us the way they look at us. Right? That's what they want us to do. They want us to look through the eyes of a colonizer at our own people. Right? You are killing God's chosen people, nature's chosen people every day in the hood. Every day. They can call us ratchet, hood, whatever they want to call us. But we are God's chosen people from God's chosen land. We were the most people in tune with nature ever on the planet. We have to start back looking at ourselves like that. We just ain't no niggas running around shooting guns and being ignorant. No. We have to go back to that. Once you break a people's prestige, you can tell them anything. And it lowers the vibration all the way down. But the vibration is coming back up because we are learning who our ancestors were. Right? During the prisoners of war on the plantation time, they lowered our prestige all the way down to low vibrations. Now we're thinking we're nothing. We're slaves. We ain't got nothing. We right? And that mentality stayed on our people for years and years and years and years and years. They tried to make themselves superior to us and make us look at them as if they are superior to us. The whole time they got their wealth off of our backs and our land. Stealing and all this type of stuff, right? Anybody stealing gonna always have more than you. Let me say that again. If somebody's stealing clothes and I'm buying them, they're gonna be fresher than me. Simple. They stealing. It didn't work for that. That's how you gotta look at it. I don't want my people to be saying, I want to move to the white folks' neighborhood. Like they better than you, like their house is better than yours, like they stole it. We gotta stop saying stuff like that. It lowers the vibration. I want to call like the white tees. I want to live out there with the white tees at. Nah. Move the other way where the land is free and owned by itself over there. Move over there. Build it up over there. We always gotta act like they are the trend. European clothes and designer clothes are YT people's clothing. We wear it as if it's pride and joy. It's not our shit. That shit come from Europe, all of it. Then it come from the rainbow on top of that. Roll the coin. Everything them people have instilled in us is colonization. All of it. Think about it. Think about the everyday melanated man want to move out there by them people so he can think he's successful. He want to drive the cars like them people so he can think he's successful. He want to work up there in the office with them so he think he's successful. That's not success. That's European success. The success of our people is not to deal with them at all. That's success to us. Success to us is self-sufficient with your own kind. You ain't got to worry about the police beating your son upside the head on your own land and with your own kind. A problem out there, we straighten it right here with the ancestors and get you together, right? Our success is self-sufficiency. That's our success. We don't need nothing and know nothing from nobody. Nothing. We ain't got to deal with them. We ain't got to see the Karens at the grocery store, at the post office, at the gas station. We ain't got to see the Karens. that, that, that's my success. If I ain't even got to see none of them all day, I'm successful. I ain't got to pay y'all taxes and bills and all of that and all these made up ass bills and I ain't got to see y'all. I'm successful on my land. I'm eating my own crops, my own fish. I'm my own river or lake or pond with my own crop field and my own solar panels that we created. That's success to me. Not riding around trying to join the damn golf club. What they call it? Not trying to join the what they call the club. Huh? What they call it? What they call the club where everybody can't get in? I ain't trying to join that club. Yeah, the yacht club, the tennis club, and the stuff like that. The country club, that's what I'm looking for. I'm not trying to join your country club, bro. Y'all golf course on top of my damn ancestors. Why I want to go join the golf and play golf with y'all? Y'all playing golf on top of the ancestors. That's how they make a fool out of us, bro. They make you pay a fee to join a club to come play golf on your own damn people. And your stupid ass, I hate to say it like that, pay the fee and go out there and play on top of your own ancestors. And they laughing at you in the corner because you don't even know what the hell you doing. Trying to be in their presence. That's how they play on you. No, I don't want to join none of that shit. Roll the coin. That's why they play. That's how they play with you. So I just want everybody to understand that self-sufficiency is the way, right? That's the way. If everything go good or go bad, if you come out self-sufficient, you still win in the end. Because ain't nobody over controlling you. Ain't nobody controlling nothing you do on your land with your house and you don't owe nobody nothing. You are self-sufficient. All you owe now is the earth to treat it right, to treat nature right, and they're gonna treat you right. Simple. They want us to depend on them. Their power grid, their water, their clothing. They want us to believe the mythology and the hunter-gatherer stuff they believe. Nah. I love y'all. I'm in love with you, man. Y'all have a great day. If you missed the first part of this live, go back to YouTube and check me out, man. I got something coming up for y'all this week. I ain't gonna say nothing about it because I always rush stuff. So I'm just gonna give it to you when I give it to you. But y'all have a great day, man. Good lecture today. Good talk today. Appreciate the support with all the reposts and the likes and all of that, man. Love everybody there. And I'm in love with you. Roll the coin. We know the truth now.